Hey guys, and welcome to an episode of Oxygen Not Included that has kind of got me a bit stumped. And that is sorting out, like, how I'm going to have my water cooling working. I've put in these two coolers, but I haven't hooked them up to the water system yet. And the water system is, to be honest, like with this reservoir it was fine, but now I've got these coolers, it's kind of a bit of a mess and I want to sort it out. So, but I can't get my head around how I want the flows in and out of these coolers to work, and I've been looking at this for ages. Like seriously, I've spent hours looking at it, and it just won't come into my head. So I thought this episode, I'm going to give you a kind of a behind-the-scenes look at how I go about sorting these things out, and this is probably going to be a lot of pain and suffering, but we'll see. So here we have a cooler, and we've got this is where the water is coming into the system, and then we use the water coming in to cool down this the steam turbine. Then it comes and then it needs to go. Oh no, and that's hooked up wrong because that aqua tune is the wrong way round. That needs to go into there. Oh boy, have I messed this up. Yep. Oh no, that is it. Oh my god, I thought I'd messed it up. No, see what this has done to my brain. My god, no, this is where the water comes in. This is the outflow. Thank God for that. I was thinking, oh my god, I'm going to tear it all apart. No. All right, so the water coming in. Okay, what do I know I need to achieve? So, I know, let's go to plumbing. Let's get a liquid shut off. I know that the water coming into here needs to be no hotter than, let's say, what do I want? Because I want the water flowing around the base to be probably around like 15 degrees or something. No, 15 degrees. Probably like about 20 degrees or something. Like ideally, if I wanted to keep the whole base at like 20 degrees. Well, I want the base to be like between 20 and 25 degrees is kind of the ideal. So, thank you for that. So we need the water coming in, and we're going to need a, let's see, what do I want? Let's go back to plumbing. I want a liquid pipe thermo sensor here. And then I want a liquid pipe coming into here. And then a liquid pipe coming out there. And I need those hooked up with a little bit of automation wire. Okay, so the idea is that water coming into here, if this water is hotter than, let's say, this is the thing, if it's hotter than, say, 20 degrees. See, this is the thing. Like, if it's hotter than, say, 20 degrees, this is going to cool it down to, like, 4 degrees. Just too cold. So you kind of need to average the water down to something reasonable. So, really, we need to be saying if the water is send a green signal if the water is is below 20 degrees, right? Yeah. No, no, above. Oh man. Yeah, no, above 20 degrees. See, this is you can see what I'm all over the place with this. I've been looking at this for so long that my brain has melted. Send a green signal. We want this cooled if the water is above 20 degrees. Right, cool. But I'm going to have to, like, average the water temperature somehow. So, what I'm going to need is, let's see. I'm going to need, like, a water reservoir. A liquid reservoir. Yeah, I'm going to need a liquid reservoir. So, the water's going to come into this liquid reservoir. So the water comes into this liquid reservoir. It comes out of this liquid reservoir. Now that will average the temperature of the liquid that's in here. And then goes into the system. And then if we are below 20 degrees, This will shut off, and then the water will come down this way. Okay, fine. Okay, so then we go through the system, the water gets cooled down, and then we want it to go back into this liquid reservoir, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we want. We want it to go back into that liquid reservoir, and then it comes in. If it's cold enough, then we send it out of the system. If it's still not cold enough, we send it through here. Okay. Huh. Alright, so yeah, let's give that a try, I guess. Man, I gotta say, this is, I don't know why, but man, I have struggled with this. Like you wouldn't believe. So we'll send insulated liquid pipe. It doesn't need to come out there, it can go along there. Now this is going to go into here, isn't it? Yep. So actually we want insulated pipe going into there. And then I suppose that can come along here and go down. Didn't want to do that. Go straight down there. So the water coming out, we're going to need a liquid bridge. So we can skip over that. But you know, see, the thing is, I think if I put a liquid bridge there, I don't know whether that the priority of that is going to work. Huh. You know what? Should we try it and see? Let's try it and see. So, that I can now deconstruct. Man, this is... I think that this, like, trying to get this done is going to completely melt my brain. Let's go, plumbing. Have you ever looked at something so long that you just, like... nothing makes sense. Even the simplest thing doesn't make sense anymore. Alright, so let's assume the water's going around, getting cooled. Fine. Then we need output from this system to go into something. And I think what we'll do, for the purposes of this test, we'll run it down into a liquid reservoir, like down here. So for the sake of this, let's just put a liquid reservoir in there. Actually, like that's a really stupid place to put that. No, cancel that. Let's see. Where's a sensible place to put that? I mean, I either want it there, so it just goes like straight in. There's no real reason to have this ladder, is there? So I could just have it there, couldn't I? Yeah, let's do that. So let's rip out this. Oh, almost ripped the whole thing out. Didn't want to do that. What do I want? Buildings. Oh man, I seriously, I'm struggling so much today. Brain melting. All right, come on, guys, rip this stuff out so I can put this blooming liquid reservoir in here. Yeah, there you go. Ship. You gonna come around to the other side? Yes, good man. All right, so that goes in there, and then liquid pipe. Okay, so we've now got a reservoir full of okay water, right? Now we actually want to use that to do something. So I think what we'll do is we'll maybe replace this flow down here, and we'll have that coming around here, cooling this, and then maybe I'll bring it back across here. Yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? Like just to test it out and see if this freaking thing works. Now I'm gonna have to prime this, but that should be relatively easy. So I'm gonna have to put a couple of liquid bridges across here, aren't I? So let's have oh man. Oh, even the simplest blooming thing is just so difficult. Okay, let's have 2 bridges. See, this is a mess already, and I fear it's only going to get worse. So I want to route that water across there into the system, and then this is the cool water coming out, which I guess will route through the floor, which will bring across here. We want a liquid bridge across that pipe. liquid pipe goes into there, and then it's going to hook up to there. Alrighty. So, yeah, that looks okay-ish. Let's get some power into this. So, what do I need to power up? I just need to power that, don't I? Yep. So, let's just take it off this circuit. That's fine. So, run that in there, power that. So let's just like double check this again, because I know that I'm going to get this wrong. So we have a liquid reservoir. Comes into here. If the temperature of that water is above 20 degrees, we want to cool it. So then it goes into here, gets cooled, comes back out, goes back into this reservoir, averages the temperature. Comes back through here. If it's cool enough, then it comes down here, it goes into this reservoir, and then that gets sent out to cool this part of the base down here. Man, can I actually make this work? Wouldn't it be nice? Okay, so let's get some water coming in here. We've got a couple of bits of pipe that they can't reach at the moment, so I'm going to have to put couple of bits of ladder there, a couple of bits of ladder there, then they can reach it. Hooray. Okay, so let's get some water coming in here. How the hell was I going to get water in here? Oh, it's from here, wasn't it? So what I actually want to do is sever this. Let's get my pliers, and we'll sever this connection there. And then, so the water's coming out here is going to go into the, right, okay, so what I want to do now is rip out that part of the pipe and that bit, deconstruct that as well. Cool, awesome. So, this water can go into here. Well, now I've ripped that bit of the pipe out and get rid of this, can't I? Oh man, get rid of that, let's redo this mess that I've created. Get out of there. Right, so what do I actually want? I actually want plumbing. Liquid bridge, go across there. And then we want... This is the return route, isn't it? Yeah. So, we'll bring some water in here to prime it. And then that water's going to come in. Okay, fine. So, water comes into the system. It goes into this tank. It immediately comes out. Right, now what temperature is it? It's at around 18 degrees. So it's lower than the temperature that we want, so it's going down here, that's fine. And then we want to hook this up. Well, I wanted to build up a little bit of water in here first. Like, ideally, I wanted to build up a little bit of liquid in here, but I can do that by adjusting the temperature. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. So, we'll build up a little bit of water in here. Now, I'm probably going to have several of these in parallel, so that we get a constant supply out of here. Even if water is like being cooled down, so that we're not getting water into these. I want there to be a nice buffer, so that we can feed it out. All right, so... That's filling up now. Hooray, good. Alright, so now that we've got a little bit of water in there, let's get this circulating, I guess. Yeah, so let's have what do I want? I want plumbing, I want a liquid pipe hooked up to there. So then the water's going to go around, do the cooling, come back round, and then we want that to go into there. And I want to sever, yeah, that's my pliers, and I want to sever that. Right, and now everything's flowing the right way. Cool. So we're still supplying water from here into here, but now we're going to have water coming around here that's getting heated up. So the water coming out of here is like 18.8 degrees. $18.9. 19.1 by the time it gets there. Now here, it should start heating up. So 19.1. These are radiant pipes here. 19.2, 19.3, 19.4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we come out here. Yeah, so we hit about 20 degrees. A little bit more. So we're picking up about 2 degrees around the circuit. So here we go. So we've got water that's coming in above 20 degrees now. But it's going into the reservoir, coming straight out because we haven't got anything backed up in here. So there's no averaging going on. That comes out. It's going to be cool enough because it's coming out at 10 degrees. 9. Cool. So that comes back, goes back into the reservoir. So now some of it is going through, and let's pause and take a look. So what's going? Let's slow it down so we can actually see what's going through. So this is coming. Oh god, these are coming through at like 21 or so, and getting cooled down. The stuff that's coming in here is varying all over the place now. We've got some coming in at 10 degrees, some coming in at 20 degrees. So the water that's coming into here, some of it's at 10 degrees, some of it's at 18 degrees, which is fine, because all of that is still less than 20 degrees. And then anything that's over 20 degrees is getting filtered out and sent around. Oh my god, that's actually kind of working. Kind of, sort of ish. So the water's coming out now at about 14 degrees. See, I think that's going to end up being like a bit too cool. But I suppose what's going to happen is like if it's too cool, it just won't get cooled anymore. So I don't know. Maybe we actually want this like a couple of degrees higher. Maybe like maybe 22. The key thing is to keep these blooming fish alive up here. They need to be at below 25 degrees. And to keep these plants alive, and these plants need to be below 30, I think. So look. Yeah, these need to be below 30. So in actual fact, the temperature of the base, it's just here that we need to be below 25 degrees. So if we're circulating the water, the highest we want the water temperature to be is like 25 degrees. In fact, it needs to be a little bit less. So let's say 23 degrees. So let's set this, I guess, to 23 degrees. Boom. So let's take a look at it now. Now, all of this water coming in here is above that temperature. Sorry, is below that temperature. So that'll start to warm things up a little bit. Water coming out of here is all nicely averaged because we've got a bit of a supply in there. Now, you're probably going, why are you averaging the temperature here? Because, like, the water's just coming in and going straight through. It's not getting averaged. The thing is, if I start bringing in new water into the system, like this stuff up here, that's at, like, 95 degrees, that is going to have to be cooled several times to bring it down to a temperature that we can use in the base. So it's going to have to go into the system. It's going to have to go around the loop several times, but it's going to have to be mixed in with this other stuff. So that's why we've got this this arrangement here. But I'm looking at this and so I'm thinking, how the hell am I going to get that water into the system? Let's see, where's my hot water's going down here at the moment. I'm somehow going to have to route that into the base. Now I could use this route and bring it in this way. I could sever this connection and just use this for bringing in this polluted water from down here, which would be fine. So I could run this in here. I could actually rip that pipe up there, bring that one down where it's coming now, bring that across and bring it in here. But yeah, I actually could do with this. Well, no, that'll naturally build up, won't it? Yeah, that'll naturally build up because there's stuff going round and round. Okay, you know what? I think that actually works. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to put this liquid pipe. Ah! And my voice is going. That liquid pipe needs to go up there. And then we need to sever that and that. Cool. Right, so still dealing with my polluted water from there. I'm probably going to end up routing that like round the outside or something, so that it doesn't get involved in the... You know, should I do that now? It's probably a good idea. Go on, we'll do it now. So where do we actually want this water to go? We actually want this water to go like around here, and then let's just have it following this cable, because why not? So you go all the way around here. Ship. And where's it going? Oh, it's going into this one, isn't it? So it needs to go into that one. Right, so cancel that. Okay, so grab the pliers, sever that connection, and then rip out that, and that, and that. Okay. And actually, I want to rip all of that out as well. Yep. At least one little bit there. Where is it? No. Where is it? Oh, it is there. That's the liquid bridge. That's the liquid pipe deconstruct. Okay. Having ripped that out. So, that goes up there. We want this to come down here and then go across here, don't we? Now, this needs to be... Because we're going to sever this and bring this into here. Yeah. Okay, so that liquid bridge needs to be deconstructed. And then we get pliers, sever that connection. And... Yeah. This might actually kind of sort of work. We want all this to be insulated. Does that change it? Yeah, it is changing that to insulated. So that's going to be insulated. And then when it comes into the base, we want it to also be insulated. So, come here, damn it, insulated pipe. We want insulated pipe right across here. And down to there. Then we're going to have the liquid bridge across that, because there's no option. Boom. There we go. And then we want insulated pipe. Bringing in that hot water, which is going to go into there, isn't it? Yes, it is. We can't delete that pipe at the moment. Got to get rid of this lot. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. Okay. So, it's just a case of getting that pipe hooked up, which they can't get to. Let's see. Oh yeah, they can, because that's 4 high. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can reach that. Good. Yeah, they're getting onto it. Okay, so this is now full. So I need to stop bringing water into the system. So we need to unhook that. But right now we've got too much water in the system. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a second liquid reservoir there, and then we'll split the water that's coming. So this is the cool water that's coming out of here. We are going to split that so that it goes into both of these. Half will go into here, half will go into here, and then we'll take water out of here. And it'll be half coming out of there and half coming out of there. Hooray! And if there isn't room for water to go into there, it'll go into here. Okay, so the system won't get clogged up. Good news. Okay, so we're now introducing hot water into the system as well. But I don't want there to be like a constant flow of hot water in here. I only want that hot water coming in when I want it. So I need to put a valve on this somewhere. It's a good point. Didn't think of that. Okay, what we can do is if I put a valve in, let's put a valve in. Where do I want a valve? Let's put a liquid valve in, say, there. And then we want this insulated pipe to actually go into there and then into there. Yeah. And then if I sever that connection there. Cool. See, then I can say, okay, turn that off. Make that priority 9. Hooray. Turn it off then. Good. Right, so now let's have a look at what's going on with this water. So, we've got some water going around here. It's going to. I'm just wondering, is this ever gonna kind of fill up? And I'm thinking that this is never going to fill up because we can only get 10 kilograms of water into this liquid reservoir, and we can only take 10 litres out. A litre is 1 kilogram of water is a litre of water, by the way. So if I say litres, I mean like kilograms. So this is never gonna average the water because there's no way that I can get like twice as much water into here as we're taking out. And this is what's been bugging me with this. So this whole idea of having this reservoir here like doesn't work. Huh. So all this water coming out here is below 20 degrees. What have I got this set to? What did I set this to? Like 23 degrees. Cool. Well, I mean, it works. I just don't need this. There's no point having this liquid reservoir here. But it does mean that I can now introduce as much of this hot water into the system as possible. So I guess I'll call it a success, like, I suppose. So whenever the water's too warm, it'll start flowing into here, get cooled down, go back round. If it's good enough, it'll come out. But that's going to potentially slow the flow down. I almost want another check down here to check if the water's cool enough. And if the water's cool enough, just send it straight into here rather than sending it through here again. Because that's just kind of slowing this mechanism down. You know what? I think I'm really tempted to do that. This may be overcomplicating it. You know, one of the reasons for making this video is to show you what I'm thinking, right? So that you can then maybe tell me like some better suggestions for how to make this work smoothly. Because seriously, I can't get my freaking head around this. So what we'd want to do is we'd actually want to bring this water out here. Then we'd want a liquid shutoff. Let's see. If I put a liquid shutoff there, and we put a thermal sensor there, and we say if it's above a certain temperature, then we want to send it back round for further cooling. If not, if it's cold enough, then we want to bring it round here and send it into there. Like, just send it straight into there, don't we? The problem with that is I want it to be going into both, not just into one of them. Man, I haven't got enough room. See, I should have put that further over. I should have put that further over. What a maroon. You know what, for the purposes of this little experiment, let's do it like that. I do need a tiny bit of power hooked up, so let's get some conductive wire and get that running. Man, this is a horrific bundle of spaghetti, isn't it? But my idea is, like, iron this out, figure out, like, how this should work. And then I can, like, reproduce it properly over here. Or refine it. And then rip this out and do it properly. That's kind of the idea. But yeah, these would need to be moved over. So that we can bring that in above these, so it gets split into two, because it's only going into this one at the moment. See, that could potentially back the system up, couldn't it? Yeah, that's not a good plan. And hang on a second. Oh yeah, that should go into there. It should go. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so at the moment everything's working nicely. Temperatures of the water that are circulating around are nice. So yeah, I mean, I guess that works. Okay, so we should check out. We should introduce some more hot water into the system. So let's bring in some more hot water and see what happens. And see if it gets, like, filtered around properly. Okay, so we're now bringing in some hot water. So hot water comes in. So look. And we're at 25, 25, 26, 26, 29, 31. 42. It's heating up quite a lot. Let's have a look at this. So yeah, see, this is the thing. What I really want is for this flow to be coming in and to mix in some of this. Which I suppose I could do by reducing the flow rate on here. Couldn't I? Yeah. But oh man. How the hell can I get them to average? I suppose what I need to do is just get some liquid to kind of build up in here. So you know what? Let's actually do that. Yeah. See, that I can do. Let's get some water in here to average things out. So what do I want to do? I want my pliers. Grab my pliers, and we just want to, like, sever those for a bit. Okay, so let's let some water flow in here, and we can see that it's averaging the water temperature. You see, contents 10 kilograms of water. No, that's the liquid pipe. Where's the liquid rate? Yeah, we see it's at like 28, 28.1. It's going up because we're bringing in some water at 20, 21 degrees, and we're bringing in some water at like 85 degrees. Okay, so now we've got a bit of water in there to actually help average the temperature out. Get a liquid pipe, hook that up to there. So water comes out, it's at like 54 degrees. Let's turn that off now. Alright, and what do I want? I want... Let's be looking at this. Okay, water is coming out at a reasonable temperature. So I need to sever this, don't I? Yep. Yeah, sever that. Okay, did I set the temperature on here? Yeah. So if the temperature is above Well, it should be the same temperature as this, shouldn't it? 23 degrees. Yeah, if the temperature is above 23 degrees. So, if the temperature is above 23 degrees, then open that and let it go around for another cooling session. Otherwise, bring it out this way. Okay, so I'm just missing some power, aren't I? Bit of power would be good. Oh, no, that's powered. Oh, I didn't hook up the automation wire. Haha, I knew there was something missing. Automation wire. Yep, there we go. Alright. P9. Get that built for me, quick. Come on, boys. Before this system all backs up and locks down. And you can actually remove those two pipes there. Let's make that priority as well. Where is everybody? Come on, guys, I've got work here to be done. Oh, here they come. Slackers. Boom, boom. Put this pipe in. Finally. So I think somebody had to actually go all the way down here and get some lead and bring it up, which is why they were slow. Alright, so that's done now, hopefully. So, that's at 13.6. So, it should flow, it should be flowing around there, but it's not. That's disabled. Ah, if it's below 23, idiot. There we go. Right, so if it's below 23, it'll just go straight into the reservoirs. If it's above that temperature, then it should flow back around for more cooling. But that's disabled. No. Send a no. To open it up, send a green signal if it's above 23. Okay, so it's above 23. But when we get to 22, for some reason it won't flow that way. Huh. Weird. Now, that's working here perfectly. Why is it not working here? It just won't flow down there. Okay. Then, in that case, let's try this. Like, just to see if we can get this to work. Deconstruct that. And what do I want? I want a liquid bridge. Telling the water to go that way. Let's see if that works. Make that priority 9. Ah, now it works. So the question now is, this is all coming through cool enough, but if we get some that's too hot, will it go around? So what's the, you know what, I need to open this vent up again, don't I, so I get some hotter water. There we go. Hot things up a bit. Okay, so now we've got hot water coming in here. So now we're getting water. Yeah, we are. We're heating up, but we need to get it over like 38, 39 degrees or something. Yeah, see, this is messing things up because we're not splitting the water. Oh man, what a pain. Okay, I'm going to have to move these over one so that I can actually get the water splitting properly. Which is a little bit of a nightmare. Split those. Split those. Split that. Split that. And then we are going to have to deconstruct these. Oh man. Is this going to like... You know what? I've never done this. Is this going to release all the water when you deconstruct them? Bet it does. I bet you it does. Let's make this priority 9. I can't wait to see this happen. And... oh no! It bottles it! Oh, that's cool! Alright, so we can then get rid of any pipes which are left over. Cool. Alright, so now we can try and move these liquid reservoirs over a little bit. So if we put them like there and there, So how the hell do we want to do this? We want plumbing, liquid pipes. So that's going to go into there. That's going to go into there. And then this one, yeah, this one needs to be going into there. Alright, and then this comes out of there, and get rid of that one. Okay, now it freaking works. And right now, oh, see, some of the water was too hot, so it's being sent back for more cooling. And some of the water is now... See, this doesn't work. Okay, this is an example of why... Because people criticised me at the time when I did it. Up here, when I put this in, and I put in one shut-off on either side, and put this one with a knocked gate, so that if the water's okay, it goes that way. If the water's not okay, then it goes this way. Right? The problem with this is that when you set up something like this with only one shut-off valve, you're relying on the priority workings of the piping to route the water correctly, which is not infallible. So without the liquid bridge telling the water to go this way, the water won't go down this pipe at all. The problem now is that when this pipe is open, right, it's still splitting the water. Half of it is going this way, half of it is going that way, which is absolutely not what we want. Mind you, it's because it's backed up here. But yeah, that's why I did. That's exactly why I did it the way I did it before. So I guess just to finish this off, so that it's actually working, and then I can work on the layout. The first thing I need to do is actually get the darn thing to work. So if I put, where is it? Liquid shut-off. If I put a second liquid shut-off, which is going to have to go there, isn't it? So, well, I guess we can put it there. So that means I want to get rid of, well, I can use my pliers, can't I, to just sever that. That works. Then I won't need this stupid liquid bridge. Get rid of that liquid bridge. Go. And then we want, what do I want? Plumbing. So I want that pipe coming down there. That pipe can actually just go straight across. Okay, so I'm going to need a NOT gate in here. So what do I want? I want NOT gate, which I'll put... let's see. That's the input, output. Yeah, so if I put that NOT gate there, and then I say we want the signal from this thermosensor, but we want it changed into the opposite of what it is. That's what a NOT gate does. And then feed it into there, and that then should actually work. Let's get all that done priority 9. I need to power that up, so power conductive wire, zip into there, P9, there we go. Right, now once they built this should all actually be working, and then what I can do is go away and like figure out how to make it at least slightly elegant, because it's a blooming mess at the moment. And also try and figure out, is there a way for me to put in like multiple banks of reservoirs in, so it's in series and in parallel kind of thing. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. All right, well, let's have a look. So now, yeah, see now it goes into here, and it only goes this way when we get some water that's at a proper temperature. Okay, so let's switch that off so we can actually cool this water down now. So let's see, what's the temperature in here? So the water's at like 57 degrees, so it's going to take a little while to get that down. But it does cool down quite quickly, doesn't it, really? It's ticking down nicely. Using the ability to average the temperature out like this does give you nice even temperature of water coming out. But the problem is, how the hell do you keep like a fixed amount of water in here when you've got potentially varying amount of water coming in and going out? Bit of a nightmare. I need to give that some more thought. Okay, we've actually got too much water in the... Have we got too much water in the system? No, it's fine, actually. Actually, no, because this is backing up the flow into here. And that's not good. We want this flow to be constant. Huh. So... yeah, that's... see, this is another problem. So I've got the water coming out of here, which has been like potentially cooled, but might need to be cooled again. I want that to go straight into this liquid reservoir. But the problem is, I can only get the water into this reservoir 10 kilograms at a time. And if I've got water coming in from the cooling system, sorry, water coming in from here from the cooling system, and I've got water coming in from here from our circulation system, then I can only get 10 kilograms in there at a time. And I need to be able to get 20 kilograms in at a time. So, hang on a second. What I need to do here is have a second reservoir. Yeah, that's what I need. I need a second reservoir. Ha. Okay, so... is this going to make any difference? And the answer is... probably not. I gotta say, I'm going to stop now because I'm really, really struggling with this. How the hell do... because I've always got water coming back from my circulating system that's cooling the base, right? So I've always got 10 kilograms of water coming in, right? I've then got... I can then only take 10 kilograms out to cool it. Now, some of that is then going to go back into the system to be sent off to be circulated again. But some of it's going to go around again to be recooled. And as soon as you do that, I've got more than 10 kilograms coming in, but only 10 kilograms coming out. And that is a problem. So there you go. You know what? I think that maybe gives you a bit of insight into kind of my thought processes when I'm trying to figure out an issue like this. And maybe gives you some idea of why I've been struggling with this. It's, I don't know. Just using reservoirs is freaking hard. Like, if I was using this reservoir, it's no problem because I can bring water out and throw water in here at whatever rate I like. And this, you know, I mean, it doesn't average the temperature as well as a liquid reservoir, but it does average the temperature. So, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do I just need to say, screw it? Just use, like, have one reservoir over here of... just an open reservoir over here and another one over here? Or can you come up with some way for me to make liquid these contained liquid reservoirs work? Because I can't. I don't see a way around that. If you do, let me know. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Yeah. God, see, this is what my life is like. Suffering and pain. Leave me some comments. Maybe throw a like on the video. I will catch you for the next one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.